Let's talk about Pete Hegseth. We just saw him there. He gave a very impassioned press conference. There was no holds barred in it. One of the greatest things he's ever seen is what Donald Trump called the conference and added uranium wasn't moved before the US strikes on these 3 nuclear sites in Iran, as some people have been speculating. What a day of show for the US administration.
Indeed, that was what it was. It was a show. It was a show to say a clear message that we think what has been achieved is the greatest thing in the history of humankind. It's a benchmark for humanity. Yet all this American press is not following this, is not covering it as it should, and is trying, on the contrary, to find leaks, to find weak points, to find ways to discredit this, and so on. This what made them really furious, and this what made them bring in the army to explain tactically what happened, and the whole message was simply to reinforce the idea that they destroyed the whole Iranian program. Now, how far is this true or not? This is really not something that we can say for now. We know, to be fair, that the facilities have been hit seriously. The facilities, we can say that they were destroyed. The centrifuge or whatever they use for the mechanisms to produce or enrich uranium were destroyed. But then we don't know if the enriched uranium was moved or not. And more importantly, if the facilities were destroyed, does not mean that the Iranian program is completely obliterated, as he used the term, because the program has the mines in it, the know-how, the people, but also other facilities that maybe we don't know about.
Yeah, exactly. There's so many questions surrounding it, but I think today it was a really show of strength from everybody within the White House. General Dan Kane was there alongside Pete Hegseth, and some of the images they showed of the weaponry that was designed to hit these places was like nothing we've ever seen before, and it was really a show of power coming from the administration.
I think, sorry to interrupt, simply the fact that the president chose that the planes will go from the US, from Arizona, fly all the way to the Middle East, do the hit and return is in itself a show of force, is in itself a show of power to say this is what we can do. Even if we don't have bases in the Middle East, even if we don't have our boats or our military ships, we can still do it. We can still fight a war anywhere around the world.